And we are live. Welcome everyone to the Committee on Taxation. We're going to begin as we typically do with introductions. And going down the list, looks like Senator Libby is not with us. Senator Pouliot is, I believe, traveling and out of town today. Welcome everyone to the Committee on Taxation. We'll go ahead and we'll start with Representative Bickford.
Good morning. I am Representative Bruce Bickford. I represent the District 63, part of Auburn.
Thank you, sir. Representative Carmichael.
Morning. I'm Representative Mickey Carmichael. I represent House District 137, which is parts of Hancock, Washington, and Penobscot counties.
And Representative Collings, I don't see that he's with us yet. Representative Gramlich, go ahead.
Thank you, Senator. Good morning, everybody. My name is Lori Gramlich, and I represent House District 13, District 131, which remains the lovely seaside community of Old Orchard Beach.
Excellent. Representative Hanley.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Representative Jeff Hanley. I live in Pittston. I represent the towns of Pittston, Alna, Wiscasset, and Randolph.
Thank you. And I'd like to welcome Representative Joel Stetkes to the committee. I believe it's the first meeting he's attending since being appointed to our committee. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Representative Stetkes.
Morning and thank you. I'm Joel Stetkes. I serve the people of District 5, which are the towns of Canaan, Palmyra, St. Albans, Heartland, Ripley, and Cambridge on the southern frontier of the Moosehead Lakes region.
All right. And Representative Matlack.
Good morning, I'm Ann Matlack. I represent District 92, which includes the communities of Cushing, Thomaston, South Thomaston, St. George, Matinicus, Creehaven, and the Musselbridge Islands.
And Representative Perry, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Joe Perry. I represent District 24, which is part of Bangor and part of Orono.
Great. And Representative Sachs.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Melanie Sachs. I represent House District 48, which is Freeport, and a little bit of Pownell. Thanks.
And Representative Terry.
Good morning. I'm Mo Terry. I represent District 26, the west side of Gorham, and I serve as House Chair on this committee.
And I'm Senator Ben Chipman. I represent Senate District 27, which is part of the city of Portland, serve as Senate Chair of the committee. Also would like to introduce to everyone Lena Braun, our committee clerk, as well as Julie Jones, our committee analyst. And before we get started with public hearings, do you have anything, Representative Terry, that you want to let us know about, or are we ready to start?
No, we're gonna, I'll make a motion when the time comes, but we're gonna jump right into work session after these bills, just to give everybody a good timeline of how things are gonna go today.
Excellent. Thank you for that reminder. If everybody could stay with us for the voting, that would make things easier than having to cast votes afterwards and go through presiding officers and the time involved in that. So with that, we'll go ahead and open up the public hearing on LD 1764. This is an act to make a technical correction concerning Maine's earned income tax credit. And the sponsor is you, Representative Terry, I believe, right?
It is indeed. Good morning, fellow committee members on the Taxation Committee. My name is Mo Terry. I represent District 26, the west side of Gorham, and I am here to present LD 1764, an act to make technical correction concerning Maine's earned income tax credit. It is an emergency bill, and I will leave all of the good stuff to our fine representative from Maine Revenue Service, Dr. Mike Allen.
Excellent. And any questions for Representative Terry as the sponsor? Seeing none, we'll now go to testimony from those in favor, and we have only one person signed up, I believe, to speak in favor, and that would be Mike Allen from DAFS. Welcome, Mr. Allen.
And we'll give him just a second to jump in.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Can't see you yet.
Okay, that's, I guess I was.
I'll see if I can.
That's fine.
Get you on there.
Better for you if you don't.
No, we miss you, Dr. Allen. It's been a long time. Welcome back.
I know it's not the same not being up there. Thank you. Welcome back to all of you.
Yeah.
Senator Chipman, Representative Terry, and members of the Taxation Committee, good morning. My name is Michael Allen. I'm the Associate Commissioner for Tax Policy in the Department of Administrative and Financial Services. I'm here today at the request of the administration to testify in support of LD 1764. LD 1764 corrects a drafting error in Public Law 2021, Chapter 398, and the law governing the Earned Income Tax Credit. Public Law 2021, Chapter 398 was the bipartisan budget bill signed on July 1st, 2021. As enacted, the law limits the credit of 20% of the federal Earned Income Tax Credit for tax year 2021 for non-residents and part-year residents to those who do not have a qualifying child. This limitation raises constitutional concerns under the United States Constitution. The intent of the budget bill was to provide the 20% credit to all residents, non-residents, and part-year residents for tax year 2021, regardless of whether a resident, non-resident, or part-year resident has a qualifying child. This bill, LD 1764, accomplishes that intent. LD 1764 is emergency legislation necessary for the full allowance of the Earned Income Tax Credit and the proper administration of the tax year 2021 filing season, which is likely to begin in late January. There is no fiscal impact from enactment of this bill. The administration looks forward to working with the committee, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have at this time.
Great. Thank you for that, Dr. Allen. Any questions from members of the committee? Seeing none, thank you for your testimony.
Thank you.
And we don't have anybody signed up to speak in opposition, or additional people signed up to speak in favor. And we don't have anybody signed up to speak in opposition or neither for nor against. Is there anybody in the waiting room that you're aware of, Lena, that would like to speak, or? No? Go
Nope,
ahead.
I believe that's it.
So seeing them, we'll now close the public hearing on LD 1764. Representative Terry.
I'd like to make a motion to move directly into work session on this bill.
I'll second that.
We have a motion by Representative Terry, seconded by Representative Matlack to move directly into work session. Committee discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand. Those opposed? Seeing none, so the motion carries. So we're now into work session LD 1764. Committee discussion. Representative Terry.
I'd like, oh, actually, I can't make a motion. This is my bill. Somebody else.
Representative Bickford.
I'd like to make a motion ought to pass.
Motion made by Representative Bickford ought to pass. Is there a second? Representative
I'll
Carmichael.
second that motion.
Seconded by Representative Hanley. Julie.
Yes, it will need to be ought to pass as amended for a fiscal note. In anticipation that you would take this action today, we asked for a preparation of a preliminary fiscal note in advance, so I can actually screen share that with you. But it essentially says that it corrects a drafting error in last year's bill, and that the fiscal note on the bill last year, the budget bill, already assumed that the credit applied to the group that you're expanding it to today. So there's no additional loss of revenue as a result of it, but it does need to have a fiscal note that simply says it has no additional fiscal impact. I can screen share it for you if you want me to.
Yeah, if you don't mind, just so we can take a look at it. I was going to ask that question because I believe Dr. Allen had said there wasn't going to be a fiscal impact, but it's just sort of a technical reason why we need the note, I guess. So would you like to amend your motion, Representative Bickford, to include the?
Yes, I'd like to amend it as amended.
So ought to pass as amended. With the fiscal note.
Yes.
Okay. So the motions ought to pass as amended with a fiscal note. We'll take a look at the fiscal note here that Julie's
Oops.
sharing with us.
Except I raised the wrong one here.
Save that for later.
Oh, rats. I need to figure out how to get back to where I was so I can screen share the new one.
think if you just go over at the top, Julie, and click on the 1764.
Yeah,
tab.
no, I'm not getting, I'm getting a screen that says ditch the 40-minute limit. I don't have the same stuff anymore because I
Oh,
clicked on the wrong thing. I'm going to have to get some assistance to figure out how to get back to where I need to be. If you want to proceed with the other bill, and you've already voted, so I can show it
yeah.
after I've
I
got
mean,
somebody to help me figure out how I get back to where I was.
Yeah, I don't
Just
think.
move over on top. Can you just move over on top to LD 1764? Is that what we're working on?
I don't
Right.
have the same screen that you have. I don't have any place to move over to LD 1764 on my screen. That's why
Oh.
I've got to get back to that screen, and I'm not sure how to do it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, is there any objection to moving forward with, further discussion and a vote without seeing this, or while Julie works to figure this out?
I don't mind.
So is there any committee discussion on the motion? Questions? Seeing any. So we have a motion on the table of ought to pass as amended with the fiscal note. Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor, please signify by raising your hand. That appears to be unanimous of all members. And Representative Gramlich, you voted in favor, correct? Yeah, okay, so that's ought to pass, that carries with unanimously of all members present. So we'll now close the work session on LD 1764. And next on our schedule, we have public hearing on LD 1794. This is a resolve authorizing the state tax assessor to convey the interest of the state in certain real estate in the unorganized territory, presented by Representative Terry. Go ahead, Representative Terry.
And colleagues of the Taxation Committee. My name is Mo Terry. I represent District 26, which is the west side of Gorham, and I'm here to present LD 1794, a resolve authorizing the state tax assessor to convey the interest of the state in certain real estate in the unorganized territory. And I will answer any questions that you all have. However, Mr. Lacey from Maine Revenue Service is also with us today and will be able to answer questions considerably better than myself.
Okay, thank you. Questions from members of the committee? Representative Matlock, you've got your hand up. That's from the vote.
Apologies, I thought I had lowered my hand. Sorry.
Doesn't look like we have any question members of the committee, so thank you for your testimony. We'll now take testimony from those in favor of the bill, which I believe we just have one.
Actually,
Go ahead, Representative Terry.
Sorry, no, I'm sorry. Lena, I can't promote Mr. Lacey though. Would you mind doing that?
Yes. I don't even, he's not in our, where is he?
He should be, oh, here we go, in the attendee list. Oh.
He's not under.
Dr. Allen, are you here to speak on this bill as well?
No, Peter was going to do it. I can quickly try to find his testimony and do it if Peter can't get into the system.
Yeah.
All right, hold on one second. They both say Michael Allen for me, so hold on. Let me see if I did the right one.
Go ahead, Representative Bickford.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Have we been provided these testimonies by email? I have not found either one in my email this morning.
Have not.
And in the future, is it possible for us to get these before committee starts so we have a chance to look over them?
Well, they're on your in the committee materials.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to our page on the state website. It should be all in there.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, looks like we've
There's
got
Mr. Lacey.
Good.
Mr.
Here's
Lacey.
Peter.
Hello.
Go ahead, Peter Lacy, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Senator Chipman, Representative Terry, members of the Taxation Committee, good morning. As you said, my name is Peter Lacy, Director of the Property Tax Division of Maine Revenue Service. I'm here today at the request of the administration to testify in support of LD 1794, a resolve authorizing the state tax assessor to convey the interests of the state in certain real estate in the unorganized territory. This is an annual agency bill being proposed, which allows the state tax assessor to sell properties that have been acquired by the state through the tax lien process. Title 36, Section 1283 requires the state tax assessor to report to the legislature all property in the unorganized territory that has been tax acquired by the state, and after authorization by the legislature, to sell that property. This resolve is a statutory step in that process. The properties listed in the resolve were all acquired by the estate through the foreclosure of tax liens for non-payment of property taxes. None of the properties included in the resolve are occupied homesteads. This process is a routine element of an organized territory tax administration, and the administrative costs can be absorbed within the current UT budget. The general fund is reimbursed from the Unorganized Territory Education Services Fund for the costs of property tax administration in the unorganized territory. We are requesting one minor amendment to remove one of the properties that's currently contained in the draft of the resolve. We've provided details on the property to your analyst, Julie Jones, and attached that amendment to our testimony as well for your consideration. The administration looks forward to working with the committee on the bill. Representatives from MRS will be here for the work session to provide additional information and respond in detail to the committee's questions. I would also be happy to respond to any questions you may have now as well. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony, Mr. Lacy. Any questions from members of the committee? Seeing none, thank you for your testimony.
Thank you.
We don't have anybody else signed up, I don't believe, to speak in favor of the bill, nor do we have anybody signed up to speak in opposition to the bill, nor do we have anybody signed up to speak neither for nor against. So we'll close the public hearing on LD 1794. Representative Terry.
I'd like to make a motion to go directly into work session on this bill.
Okay.
Second.
The motion to go into work session on the bill, and it's been seconded by Representative Bickford. Committee discussion, seeing none. All those in favor of going into work session, please signify. That appears to be unanimous of all members present. So we're now in work session on LD 1794. Committee discussion. Seeing none, Representative Matlack.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Senator Chipman. I believe that Mr. Lacy mentioned that there was an amendment to this and that Julie had the amendment available for us.
Yes, Julie's nodding her head yes, so that, I believe that is correct.
Would you like me to
Could you let me know
screen share?
Could you let me know the piece of property that's being eliminated from this bill?
It is, if you have the bill in front of you, it's at the bottom of page 8. It is a piece of property owned by an individual named Donald Groger, located in Freeman Township, Franklin County.
Do we know why that's being eliminated? Is there, Mr. Lacy?
You would need to ask Mr. Lacy that question.
If you could just let us know why that's being eliminated.
Yes, the account was paid up.
Okay. Pretty straightforward. Go ahead, Representative Bickford.
I'm going to make a motion ought to pass as amended with the property being taken out and any fiscal note that's there.
Second.
Second.
So we have a motion by Representative Bickford, Representative Matlack, I believe, ought to pass as amended for the amendment provided by Mr. Lacy, as well as any fiscal note. Committee discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify. So that appears to be unanimous of all members present. So we'll close the work session on LD 1794. So that's all we have on our schedule for today. Go ahead, Julie, you have your hand up. You're on mute, Julie.
Sorry about that. I obviously need a new introduction to using this system for committee meetings. I have those two fiscal notes on the fiscal note on each of those bills available, which hopefully I'll be able to share with you more effectively right now if you like.
Yeah, that would be great. Let's take a look at them.
Okay. Share screen. Okay. First one. Oh, good. This is the one on the bill you just heard, the unorganized territory bill. And it's simply a fiscal note that repeats the information that Mr. Lacy provided to you in when he testified that the resolve authorizes the state tax assessor to convey the interest of the state in several parcels of real estate in the unorganized territory, and that the funds go to the UT Education and Services Fund, which is used to pay for municipal services in the unorganized territory. This is the municipal cost component process that you hear every session. So the amounts received from the sales of these properties go into that fund and add to the amount available to fund municipal services in the unorganized territory, and therefore end up having the result of reducing future property taxes in the same way that if a municipality foreclosed on property for non-payment of taxes, it would go into the municipal fund and be available for the municipality's use. So it's a parallel to that. I don't know why I don't have a stop share button. Well, anyway, hopefully I now have up for you the fiscal note for LD 1764. Are you seeing that one right now?
Yes, we're seeing that. Yep.
Okay, great. This is the bill to make technical corrections in the earned income tax credit. The fiscal note is revenue impact already reflected in current forecast. So, and the language, I can read it to you. I don't know how easy it is for you to read on your screens, but says this bill corrects a drafting error from last year, which inadvertently limited a credit of 20% of the federal earned income tax credit for non-residents and part-year residents to those who do not have a qualifying child, instead of making it available to all residents, non-residents, and part-year residents, regardless of whether they had a qualifying child. The fiscal note associated with last year's bill already assumed that the credit applied to the expanded group, and the resulting loss in revenue is already from this year's bill is already reflected in the current revenue forecast. So it was anticipated last year that because it was an inadvertent oversight last year in drafting. And since it's now being corrected, it's correcting it to be aligned with the fiscal note from last year, is what this is saying.
All right. Any questions for Julie about these fiscal notes? Not seeing anybody's hand up. Thanks for sharing those with us, Julie. So that I guess concludes our work for today. I don't know if you have anything for us, Julie, any announcements or anything else that you need to address before we adjourn?
No, I don't have anything else.
We do have a couple of members that weren't here to vote, so somehow we've got to get their votes in, I guess, on these. So that, I guess the idea is to take these up tomorrow when we're in session at the State House.
Correct.
So you're working on that, Representative Terry, in terms of making sure that we get the votes in of the. I guess we have a couple members that weren't here.
Yeah,
Maybe everybody was here. Well, we have Senator Pouliot and Senator Lydia, the two that weren't here.
Correct. And I will reach out to both of them. I will bother Senator Pouliot on vacation happily.
So those two will have to contact their leadership and get their votes cast by them, I guess, since they weren't present. Okay, so just so folks know, we're going to try to make all that happen and get these on the calendar for tomorrow as a supplement. Do you have anything for us, Representative Terry, before we adjourn?
No, just great thanks for everybody getting here this morning so we can get this done for MRS. I appreciate it very much.
Excellent.
Have fun
Great.
filing your taxes, everyone.
We'll yeah, so I guess we'll see everyone tomorrow in session, and we'll be back Thursday morning at 9 o'clock for taxation committee. And with that, we'll adjourn our meeting for today. And have a good day, everyone.
Thanks very much, everyone. Have a good one.
Thank you.